Alright, this is my first full attempt at stop motion video making with photography. This took 75 minutes from the first picture I took, and 490 pictures later, it took 75 minutes. And my back hurt after I was done with it, so it is definitely a process I do not miss, but it's definitely fun to do. It's very creative, and I feel that the more I'm doing this, the more creative I can get, which I love. And basically the idea is the G.I. Joe is going to have telekinetic powers, which I think is pretty... It's almost necessary to make some of the movement make sense. Because without a reason, it just looks like things are magically moving. So I got the idea to give him telekinetic powers because there's a scene that's after the scene that I'm going to show you guys next, after this introduction, that it's going to require movements that I just can't do without magic. And so what I came up with was telekinetic powers. And I was excited because it reminded me of Psyops, which was probably still my favorite game of all time for original Xbox. Okay, next to Morrowind, but that's another story. Anyways, this story starts out with our hero, menace, who knows? Villain, I don't know. Character, we'll say character for now. He's in a basement, a dark basement, naked, face down, and his ankles are tied with wire. So the camera starts out far away, or sort of far away. It zooms in, which is my new favorite technique for this kind of stuff, because it really does give you motion, and all you have to do, it's just the easiest thing to get a picture of something far away and just zoom in a little bit by the time. It's just the easiest way to get motion in stop motion, is zoom in shots and pan around shots, or whatever they're called, which I also have. But he's tied naked in the basement, face down on the floor, and the camera zooms in, and then it turns into his body, and then it goes around his head, and the angles change. He looks around, and then he turns over slowly, and eventually he stands up after untying his feet. He notices his clothing. He walks over to it, and let me tell you something, making a G.I. Joe walk and making him stand had to have taken the most time, because at the end of it, I was like, screw it. You know, he moves across the floor like this and not lifting every leg and foot. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get easier. I'm sure it'll get easier, because it was fun. And I'm pretty proud of how the clothes went on his body. Flawless. For telekinetic power, it was flawless. But the favorite part is the end. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's pretty cool, because it's flawless. And there's the introduction. These will get better, because it's 10 a.m. and I'm not a morning person, and trust me, 10 a.m. is morning for me. Enjoy. I'm going to call this Untitled, again, because it's brand new, and it'll have something to do with G.I. Joes and telekinesis. So we'll see where the story goes. I honestly don't know. I know what I'm going to do next. He's got to get his tags. Well, I can tell you that. He's going to get his dog tags, G.I. Joe tags. And they're going to be out of reach, which is another reason I gave him telekinetic powers. So stick around for the next episode, because it's going to be fun. These take a long time to film, and I was very criticizing of myself. I mean, introductions I've had to delete several times because I couldn't stop laughing at how ridiculous the idea was, but here we go. Here's the video.